Hello and welcome to Deck Builders Columbus, where we talk all things outdoor living. Today we are going to talk about deck layouts that actually work in real life. A lot of plans look good as a sketch, but once you add furniture, a grill, and people moving around, the space can feel tight or awkward. Our goal in this episode is to help you think about layout the way a builder does, so your deck feels comfortable and easy to use day after day. Let's start with basic flow. Think about how you move from inside your house to the deck and then down into the yard. The door location, which way it swings, and what is right inside that door all matter. You want a clear path from the door to the main seating area and to the stairs without having to weave around chairs or squeeze past a grill. When we design a deck, we pay a lot of attention to that main lane because it is what you and your guests will use over and over. Grill placement is another big piece of layout. You want your grill close enough to the kitchen that it is convenient, but far enough from the door, railings, and seating that there is room to work safely. Nobody likes walking past a hot grill every time they go in or out. A small bump out or dedicated grill zone off to one side can solve that problem. It gives you space to cook, keeps smoke away from the main seating, and keeps that main path open. Next, let's talk about zones. Even on a modest deck, it can help to think in terms of separate areas for grilling, dining, and relaxing. That does not always mean building multiple levels. Sometimes it simply means placing your dining table near the house, setting up a small lounge area toward a better view, and keeping open space near the stairs. Subtle changes in railing lines or furniture groupings can help define these zones, so the deck feels organized, not crowded. If you plan to add features in phases, layout becomes even more important. Maybe you know you want a pergola or a small outdoor kitchen down the road. In that case, it is smart to reserve a zone now that can handle those upgrades later. We can size and position the deck so you do not end up blocking doors, windows, or existing patios when you add those features. Planning ahead like this costs very little on paper, but saves a lot of headaches in the future. Materials can also help support a good layout. For example, using composite decking gives you the option to change board direction or add picture frame borders to visually separate zones. You might frame a seating area with a border in a complementary color or highlight the edges of stairs so they are easier to see. Composite products from brands like Fiberon offer multiple colors and finishes that can be used to subtly guide how people move through the space without having to build lots of extra structure. Lighting is the final layer that brings the layout together. Step lights, post lights, or small fixtures along the walking paths help people see where they are going at night. That makes the deck safer and also makes each zone feel more intentional. When we know the layout early, we can plan wiring and fixture locations as part of the build, instead of trying to retrofit everything later. If you are thinking about a new deck or a major rebuild, it is worth spending a little extra time on how the layout will feel when you are carrying a tray of food, chasing kids, or just stepping out with a cup of coffee. If you want help turning ideas into a layout that works smoothly, you can reach our team at 614-412-4686 or visit toughdeckbuilderscolumbus.com. At Tough Deck Builders Columbus, we design decks to be easy to live with, not just nice to look at. Thanks for listening to Deck Builders Columbus. If this episode gave you some new ideas about how to arrange your outdoor space, share it with a friend who is planning a project, and join us next time for more practical advice on building strong, functional decks.